Damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos al show Vida en Cero Gravedad. Life in Zero Gravity, tú sabes las vidas. You know the vibes by now. I'm your host, Zero Grav. What of it? What do you think we're going to talk about? I'm still talking about Opprey Epstein, all right? That's his new name. I keep coming up with new nicknames for him. I've been waiting on this for a while, so I'm gonna keep gloating. You might want to tune out if you're a PDF file fan. Oh man, so some weirdo, drizzy. What was I gonna call them? Drizzy glazers, drizzy goblins. The goblin drizzy's glizzy, basically. Some weirdo. I just sent a laughing. They said something like, "If Drake leaves, it'll impact all of hip hop. No one will care if Kendrick's gone." Just whining, coping. You know their vibes. I don't even want to call them vibes. Whatever you call that, you know their lameness. So this fool is saying all this. I just sent him Kendrick laughing, and he sent me this this on Threads, right? Threads has been going pretty wild, honestly. It's pretty fun. I've enjoyed Threads. It's like when Twitter was good, before Elon Musk killed it. I mean, Twitter can still be fun, but it's also not the most fun. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked. This is a weak opening. My bad. But let's just get into it. So, yeah, I was on Threads. This fool, he sent something about, do you have brain damage? So I just sent him the prayer hands and it says 69 God. That's all I did. That's it. Mild, you know. He comes back and gets we're on Threads. We went to my Instagram, scrolled pretty far down. I mean, I have a decent amount of posts, but you'd have to actually scroll. You have to go through it, and found a picture of my daughter riding on my back. Like, if you're a parent, or you don't have to be a parent if you had, if you're an older sibling, or you've had even nieces and nephews. You don't even have to be an older sibling. Maybe you have like given like a horseback ride to your siblings, or your kids, or whatever, whatever, nieces, nephews. So I had a picture of me doing that, her riding on my back. And this fool, like, takes that picture and says, "You're a PDF file." And I'm not gonna lie, it that actually was the first time I've actually been even remotely bothered by these drizzy gobblers. I just thought that was so weird and just uncalled for. I don't like anyone insinuating anything about my family. I don't care what you say about me. I really don't. I thought about it. I'm like, I've never actually wanted to fight someone over anything they said about me. I don't care. Say what you want about me. I don't value your opinion that much. When you start insulting innocent people, kids, family, people that aren't involved, we start making those type of like weird ass like assumptions, or whatever you want to call that. That's when I really got a problem with it. And you're lucky that I'm a little more mellow than I used to be, because I was a couple keystrokes away from flying out and caving someone's face in for making some remarks like that before. Like, people are just so weird, man. I don't even think you realize if that thought is even coming into your head when you see a grown man and a kid. There's something wrong with you, you know. There's really something wrong with you, and especially if this whole thing is based on, if your whole like reason that you're mad is based on me having a different opinion than you about an artist that neither of us has met. That's just, you got to get some mental health on that one. You got to get some mental health, man, because there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you straight up, that is weird. That's weirdo behavior. And I'm not just talking to him. There's people who have pulled stuff like this a few times over the years. And it's like, for one, I'm bigger and stronger than probably any of you. You know, I'm in the top 5 percentile, 95 percentile. You know, that's what they call it. I always thought that was weird. Always in the 95 percentile. But yeah, I'm in the top 5% of like size of people in the world. You know, I have been fighting for 20 years. Like I have developed very good fighting skills. I'm not saying I can beat everyone. It would be foolish to think that. I think I can beat 95% of people in the world. Just being honest, I really legitimately believe that. So don't play with my name, you know. I'm serious. Like I've never even come close to losing a fight in my life. Like you will get wrecked. So stop all this nonsense. You know, you're safe behind your keyboard. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to say that to the wrong person because a lot of y'all are very weak. I was about to, I think I might be able to get away with saying the A word. I was about to call you B made. I'm not going to do that in the first 10 minutes. Still trying to keep monetization, baby. So, yeah, I thought that was just, it's just taking it too far. That's when you take it too far. Y'all always do that. That's what Drake did. And it's funny. That's exactly what happened to your idol. You know, that's exactly what happened to him. He wanted to play about family. We don't play that. People who care about their families, people who take care of their families, they don't play that. It's funny because like then people start roasting him, and it's like, oh yeah, of course a Drake fan thinks it's bad to actually spend time with your kids, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's where we're at, you know. That's what y'all want to like promote. That's what y'all want to support. That whackness. Like I'm real close to just like smacking up anybody, any grown man that I see playing Drake. I'm at that point, man. It's just getting ridiculous. It's like y'all are just so whack. And I feel like y'all are having an identity crisis right now. You're having identity crises because you just spent all these years glazing a dude that's fake that we all knew. Real ones knew. I almost did it again. Real ones knew that this was a very fake individual. We knew. We saw through it. We saw the BlackBerry freestyle. You know, we saw all that. We saw the terrible lines. Even you know, I'm racing. I'm racing for your love. Shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. Like all that whackness over the years, we witnessed it. All that weirdness. You know, the weird stuff with the kids, like the pedo stuff. We don't know the full extent, but if somebody does this in public, what do you think they're doing in private? If they think it's cool to like kiss 17-year-olds on stage, if they think it's cool to like be texting Millie Bobby Brown about boy stuff when she's 13, that's weird, bro. Why are you hanging out with 13, 14? That's weird. Strange. Like, I can honestly say I've never done that. I don't even like for me. I've had jobs where I've delivered to like high school students, and I feel weird about it. I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm like, I don't feel like I should be interacting with you like this. So I don't know how these fools are comfortable with that. And it's funny because they out themselves because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, look, the age of consent here is 16, so he's not wrong." It's like, bro, that's wrong. Doesn't matter. Socially, that's wrong. You know it's wrong. You don't have a fully formed brain. It's wrong. It's clearly wrong. Stop defending it. Like, it's so weird. It's creepy. Y'all got this weird, like, parasocial thing going on with celebrities. It's like, bro, no. It does not matter. I'm sorry that you feel scammed and you wasted your time and like it's become a personal thing for you because you have to defend this person because it has become your ego, it's your identity, and now, well, if this is now trash, then that means that I'm trash. Well, you are, but you know what? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Somebody will value you. There might be one person in the entire world that doesn't think you're trash. It ain't me. I think you're trash. I'd set you on fire if I could. You know, just like it's just the bottom of the barrel of humanity to like these people that'll attack people's families over a music opinion. What is wrong with you? Like the thing that's funny is like now like my music career is more successful. They used to just immediately try to come for my music. They can't really do that because it's like if you're a music artist and your numbers are worse than mine, how are you going to talk about the numbers that I do? Like you can't do that. You can't talk about the quality because you don't have the quality either. So just losing on all fronts. So it's pretty funny to watch. You know, but yeah, Opry Epstein is just the fans are continuing to cope very hard. The Heart Part 6, I looked it up today. I was curious because somebody said that there's always like these random fans that be like, "Oh, the Heart Part 6, he really got Kendrick with that one," and it's like it's always just it's so insane to me because hearing that song, it just sounded like he was giving up. It didn't even sound like a diss. It sounded like he was like defending himself for like 6 minutes and like was just like basically saying, "No, you're lying. No, you." And it's like, I'm not a pedophile. I'm too famous to be a pedophile, which is like a very weird argument to try to make because a lot of the most famous people have been pedophiles. So it's just weird. It's strange. So I don't understand their like how anyone could possibly think that. I think they're just deluding themselves and like trying their best to like put it out there. But anyway, I looked up the Hard Part 6. Let me see what the tally was because I wrote it down. Well, I didn't write the exact tally down, but it was last I saw it was over 700,000 likes. You can round it up to 800,000 if you want, but it had 1.5 million dislikes, which is just that's terrible. It had like 18 million plays. Like those are terrible numbers. If you got twice as many dislikes as likes and you're one of the biggest artists in the world or you're not biggest artists, biggest entertainers in the world. I don't like to say artists. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. What art are you creating? You're making pop music and it's not you making it, so you're not really the art director there. It's just corporate stuff. Just corporations putting together what they think will sell to the most people, and you're basically just the face of a corporation. Like you're not an artist. You ain't a rap artist. You a scam artist. You know. But yeah, so more and more of P Drizzy's story is unraveling. You know, it seems like that journalist guy, Chris Alvarez, seemed like he was lying. He said that the guy that looks like a baby, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to insult him, but he literally looks like a baby. Like he's like baby. He's a baby-sized person, and like he said he went to Drake's hotel and listened to beats, and they had a conversation. And then like that one guy, that Ebony Prince 2K24 on X, not Twitter anymore, X. So he released a video that showed that that guy was in Drake's room for like 2 minutes, which wouldn't have been enough time to listen to beats and have a conversation. So they're covering something up. Something weird happened. We don't know exactly what it was, but it'll come out eventually. And it's just going to be another nail in the coffin for any shred of credibility that Aubrey has. And that journalist, now you're a journalist and you've just been proven to be a liar. So I don't know why you felt like you had to jump out there and make that claim. Like these guys are just all looking bad. Like, why would you do that? I'm sure you got paid off by Aubrey to do it, but like nobody thought through that plan. Once you saw that he had a screen capture from the hotel video, why would you double down and be like, no, nothing bad happened? Why would you make up a lie? Why would it be that lie? Why would you lie like that? An easily disprovable lie. Very strange. Very strange. Just not smart. You would think that a journalist would have thought that through more. So I don't know. Everybody just taking L's. Everyone associated with OVHO is taking L's right now. And Diddy's going down in flames. I always wondered like why he had all the money and all his artists were struggling, because I'm like, this guy doesn't have talent, you know, he doesn't write his rhymes. Most people find him to be kind of an annoying presence in the background of videos and all that. So it's always kind of interesting. Like, how did this guy end up keeping the vast majority of the money? How did that happen? I wonder that. So I don't know. I won't miss Diddy if he goes down. I don't think that he has been the most positive force on hip hop, to put it kindly, I guess. You know, let's say Diddy like was responsible for either the death of Biggie or the death of Tupac, beating up multiple women, you know, all this like sexual assault. If he's responsible for all that, he's like one of the most villainous people in hip hop history, maybe the most villainous. And yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know why you would co-sign it. So I'll wait until all the facts come out. But we all saw the video. We know that he gave his like apology. Actually, I just got off. I got off Threads with a fresh hot take like a couple minutes ago. So somebody said that Diddy's apology video was like it was like Drake's "The Heart Part 6." I said, I'm good at these one-liners, man. I just said that I think "The Heart Part 6" was more of an apology. It was definitely sorry. Oh man, that's one of the worst diss tracks I've ever heard. Simply for the fact that it it didn't diss. Like now it's been proven the stuff he said about feeding him info was false, which I thought was bullshit. I don't think Drake's that smart. I actually don't think he's a very smart guy, honestly. I think he's in the right place at the right time, had the right connections. I don't think he's very smart. If he was, he'd write his own rhymes. Like even the rhymes that he has written for him are not very good. So he's not even good at picking very good rhymes. You know, like he's a mediocre talent at best. He can't sing that well. Like why? I just it's baffling. It just shows you the power of corporate money. Like he's just marketable, I guess. I mean, he's not gonna be as marketable now, but he was very marketable. So that's all it is. Is like I know so many people. I bet you I could sit here and list like thousands of people that can rap better than Drake. It's not impressive. Oh, there's a bar here or there, whatever, man. Like broken clocks right twice a day. He has so much music that's not good, you know, that's like even if you like some of the stuff, I know the fans are even like the most recent stuff he's putting out, these like 30 track albums and stuff, like nobody's messing with those. Like they like a couple songs and then they'll call it a classic when it has like a couple hits on it. Like they get mad when you say Drake doesn't have classic albums. He doesn't have any classic albums, man. None of his albums are classic. They're not. I know it's a matter of opinion, but I genuinely don't think any of those will be thought of as classics. Like maybe some of them will be considered good albums, but they won't be considered classics. I've never seen one that was like when it came out, it was just universally seen as a classic. And it's crazy to look at Apple Music and they got like five of his albums as essential albums. That's ridiculous. You know, they got Views in there. Man, people didn't even like Views when it came out. Like there was people that they like the hits, but it's a trash album from everything I've heard. And the hits were trash in my opinion. Got so many chains, think I'm chaining Tatum. Terrible. Like that's an awful line. So I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But what else am I gonna get to? Because it's not gonna be all Drizzy bashing. Let's see. Oh, someone said this is bad for hip hop for all this to happen, for like Diddy to go down and Drake to go down. Is that soap? I got soap. No, no. What's the soap about? It smells good. Did you wash
actually
your hands?
bubbles. No. It's fart bubbles.
No.
Yes.
Bubble in the air.
I'm a girl, so my farts smell super good. Oh wait, girls don't fart. Forgot.
Whatever. Oh,
Say that again.
say that thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Say that
Okay,
again.
my grill him now. My grill him. Stop throwing him now.
Oh, that scared me.
Almost wrecked. Oh, she's back.
Oh, do y'all want to show?
So yeah,
Can I show you?
you could show him. But so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I don't think this is bad for hip hop. Bad people going down is not bad. These people shouldn't be in the game. These people are parasites. Diddy is a parasite. Drizzy is a parasite. Like, they're not good people. They do weird things. They take advantage of people. They suck the life force out of hip hop. They totally ruin it. They fight each other. Diddy beat up Drake over using the 0 to 100 beat. Like, he was mad at him for vulturing harder, you know? I found out Diddy isn't even from New York City. He was born there, but he grew up in Mount Vernon. So, like, I didn't even know what to think about that. He said that he was from Harlem this whole time, I guess, and like people found out he's actually from Mount Vernon. And it's like, man, why?
No, why do you lie about where you live?
Why do people keep lying?
Oh, maybe it's because, like, for privacy.
It's like some people I know, they claim that they're all, it's like, oh yeah, I'm all LA all the time. It annoys me when people are in other areas, other cities near LA, and they say they're in LA. You're not in LA, bro.
Bro,
Like,
Long Beach literally touches LA.
oh yeah, that thing, yeah. But like,
Look at that.
look, guys. Oh, that's cool. No, that's not cool.
It's amazing.
Good times. So yeah, what else do I got for you? I got maybe there is like hope for the future. That's what I was gonna say with everything going on. Like maybe bad people will finally be held accountable. That's what we've been seeing more and more the last few years in other avenues, But let's clean up hip hop. Let's get these people out of here. Like they don't deserve to be here.
No pedos.
No pedos in hip hop.
I mean,
In any
classical
genre.
music.
Well yeah. No pedos in any genre, but we're sick of this. It's annoying, like rich people getting away with bad things. It's not cool. Like we got to put a stop to it. I know that it won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Diddy, take that. I know, but there she is. 20's here. 20's. What? Yeah, so maybe it's good for the future. Maybe we can finally like start putting these people out of these areas where they don't deserve to be in. Um, yeah, I'm glad people are slowly starting to pay more attention to lyrics again. I'll give Kendrick some credit for that. I'm glad though. I'm glad people are finally starting to pay attention to lyrics again. It's a good thing. That's what music is about, for me at least. It is about the music itself, but in hip hop, like lyrics should be better than they are. Like they've been bad for a while in mainstream hip hop, and now it's like it's nice to see that like a song like Euphoria will get played on the radio, like a 6-minute song with no hook. Like who would have thought that would get consistent play on the radio and be like the number 3 hit in the country. Like that's kind of crazy to think about. So it's a good song, you know. It is. It gets better. Like the more you hear it. Whereas like with Not Like Us, it's like you knew right away that it was a bop. You knew. and it's like it was undeniable. I've seen people say today, like, Drake heard that and was like, damn, that's good. There's nothing he could do, because it's like he even said on his Heart Part 6, he was like, there would be a song I could dance to if you weren't lying. He actually said that. He said something like that on the Heart Part 6. He's like, if you weren't just making things up. I picture him just whining. He's just walking around whining.
Unicorn. No, horse.
He's crying into some little kid's shirt right now. I'm not a pedo. Blowing his nose on some little kid's shirt right now.
Probably his missing
That's a
daughter.
dark joke.
I mean, his hidden daughter.
His hidden daughter, yeah. Yeah. So, yes. Guess who doesn't have a hidden daughter?
Hey guys.
Astro's here.
Yay.
I present to you.
Look, I'm his 11-year-old daughter that's not hidden.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my gosh! And you looked like the last few times you've looked so similar to me.
Are you saying I have a mustache?
No, other than the mustache, obviously. No, don't do that.
Ready, yo? This is my flexibility.
Flexibility.
This is my leg. No feet pics. Now Dan's can come after this.
Who's Dan?
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider?
Yeah, he has a foot fetish.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Because he's the head of Nickelodeon. He's the Cooking Good Burger.
How do you know that?
Because I looked it up.
But how did you hear about that?
Because it's on YouTube.
That's weird. You guys learn too much.
They said that he's a pedo.
You saw a video about that?
Oh, no, it's like a short.
Well, yeah, even a short. That's crazy. That you guys get that information like that.
I bet Drake and him are friends.
They might be. Yeah, that guy's weird, Dan Schneider.
Yeah, I can't believe he's the head of Nickelodeon.
Is he still the head? I don't know if he's still the head or not. Oh, he might be. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. He's in like a lot of his movies. I mean, not movie shows.
Yeah, he's weird. You know what's crazy is that the former owner of the Washington Commanders, who used to be the Washington Redskins, which was like a racist name, right? That guy like refused to change the name for so long, and he was just a terrible owner. And he finally did enough bad things where he was forced to sell his team. I think he made $6 billion, so it's like whatever it was. I believe it was like $6 billion, which is crazy. That you get to just be a bad person and like make money for it, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name is also Dan Schneider. So that's they're different people though.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. Is it spelled the same?
I don't know.
Imagine it's spelled the same.
I don't know if it's spelled the same, but either way, it's like that's a bad look for Dan Schneider's out there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If your name is Dan, I tried to throw my bonnet, but it went like that.
Wow, bro. What is that? What is that? It's a bonnet. Bonnet.
Sorry, guys. Oh, do you want to see my drawing?
Sorry, guys.
A drawing?
You can show me a drawing. Yeah.
It's a very good drawing.
Drawing. So what was I gonna get to? I got a lot. Kendrick has a lot more people checking out his music, and I think he deserves that. Like, it's funny because like it seems like a lot of Drake fans. I mean, they were really dismissive of his work, and some of them have woken up and seen like, oh, this guy actually was a good artist. But others are like, they will never listen. I haven't seen a fan today that said that he's never streamed any of the Kendrick disses. He's only heard them on reaction videos. I'm like, well, that's funny. I don't stream the Drake disses. I heard them on like YouTube from other people, so I guess we're on the same page. He didn't make money off of me either. Drake didn't, just like Kendrick didn't. This is her drawing. Can they see it? Yeah. That's cool.
This is Alistair, and this is Fox.
Good job. I
He
love
hates
it.
my drawing.
I think she did really good. Like, I couldn't even tell the difference.
Yeah, I really like this guy.
What's his name?
Fox. And
Fox?
this is Alistair. And his voice sounds weird because he has a radio.
Radio.
He sounds like he's in a radio.
Yeah.
But I think I did a better job on that outfit with him than with Fox.
You did a good job, though.
Thank you. They're mewing.
They're mewing. Riz.
Oh, this had me ready.
Riz. Riz.
Mm-mm.
Riz.
Wait.
Riz.
No.
Riz.
Yeah, I really like it though. The hair was surprisingly easy. But
Riz.
yeah, I want to see other drawings I made. It's from the same show.
Riz.
This is Haspin Hotel. They're both from Haspin Hotel. But this is Angel.
Angel.
He's a demon. It's kind of like
Ironic, huh?
yeah, ironic. That a demon is made angel. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of the show.
Do you have any more drawings?
Yeah, I have a few.
I saw a video of Drake's son drawing like what looked like a path to hell. Oh, I remember that one. I like that one.
Yeah, me too.
That's good. Good job.
This is my other drawing. It's supposed to be me.
Looks like you.
He hates it.
No.
But I can't really find it.
It's okay. I just thought it'd be fun to show some of your art.
No.
Since you got the art skills.
Oh, y'all, I drew this.
You didn't draw it.
See, I told you he hates my
No,
drawing.
I could tell you're messing with us because you would have shown me that drawing if you did.
No.
Yeah, you would have.
No, it's me. Why would every drawing
I can show you the world.
Diamond palettes and rings. I forgot the lyrics.
I can show you the world.
I can show you my church.
I can show you my church. Now you're turning into me. That's like the stuff I do.
Uh-oh.
That,
Like father, like daughter.
like father,
Drake,
like
I'm
daughter.
sorry. You probably don't know anything about that because
you don't know nothing about that.
Bro took hide your kids to a whole other
Hide
level.
your kids.
Like that goes both ways for Drake and all of you guys.
Pedo burrito. Pedo burrito.
Oh no, guys, he's gonna come after me.
I know. I heard he's been hitting people cease and desist for like criticizing his songs. He's like sending lawsuits to him. So if he's really doing that, that's so lame.
I know. Like what?
Just take the L, bro. Take the L.
What is the
He's
point?
in the
That's
running
not
for
gonna
being like
do
one of the
anything.
lamest people of all time.
Ah.
You know, I know there's lamer people, but jeez.
He's on the podium.
Yeah, he's starting to work his way into a place.
L.
Just an L place. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. Oh, the question is Kendrick the G.O.A.T. No. I think there's more work to be done. I said straight out no. There's more work to be done. But he helped his case with that. He helped his case with winning the battle, you know. But here's the thing is I don't think highly of Drake. So I'm like, yeah, he took out Drake, but like Drake sucks, so like doesn't it's not as impressive to me as other people getting taken out. It is in a way don't get me wrong. Like, it's impressive in its own way because he did body him at his own game and make him look really stupid and beat him every step of the way. So it's like that is impressive. But you're dealing with an entertainer whose bars are weak. Like, you should be able to win that realistically.
Yeah,
You know, he's easy to diss. Like, I think of disses all the time. Like, just walking around, like, every time I think something whack about him, I'll come up with a line, a bar about it. Even Opprey Epstein, stuff like that. Like, yeah,
Aubrey Graham Cracker.
Opry Graham Cracker, all that stuff.
I can't believe his last name is Graham.
Graham.
Grammy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say Kendrick's the GOAT. For one, his catalog is small, and I think he has two albums you could call classics, which that starts to get you into the GOAT conversation. So, Good Kid, Mad City, right? To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't think Damn is a classic. I definitely don't think Mr. Morale is a classic. So I wouldn't. There's people who would probably say all those albums are classics. I think they're tripping. I remember I got in an argument with a Kanye fan back in the day, and this was like early on when he only had like 5 albums. They said he had 5 classics, and I'm just like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have 5 classics. Like, that's insane. How many classics does Kanye have? I think a lot of people would say the first album. I don't think they'd say Late Registration is a classic. Don't think anybody would say that Graduation's a classic. 808s and Heartbreaks, no. That's a very polarizing album. Yeezus also polarizing. So, and I skipped over My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the other one that I think people could consider a classic. I personally don't. I think that album's a bit overrated, and like I wouldn't call it a classic. Like All of the Lights is cheesy, and there's like other songs on there that I don't think are very good. So I wouldn't say that's a classic, but I get it. And certain times where it's like, something could be it's not always up to me. Some stuff's like undeniable where it's like, okay, yeah, like fair enough. But other than that, I think that might be it. Yeah, for real, honestly, like it's probably just the two. I don't think you would call Life of Pablo a classic. Nobody's calling Yay a classic. Definitely aren't calling Jesus is King a classic. I don't hear anyone calling Donda or Donda 2 classics. Like, a lot of it's just not that good. Vultures is not a classic. And most of these albums have, like, good songs, other than Jesus is King was just straight up, like, kind of bad, honestly. Like, very boring, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, but I thought that was ridiculous when they would say that he had 5 classics. Like, it's just glazing. Just because you like all of someone's albums doesn't mean that they're all classics. Like, who's my favorite? My favorite, or no, well, yeah, well, Nas. But I'm trying to think of my favorite for a long time when I was a kid was Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I never once thought that all his albums were classics. Um, but he has Deltron 3030, which is a certified classic. A lot of people would say his debut album is a classic, you know, and I don't think they would say Both Sides of the Brain. For me, that almost is. Like, for me personally, that's almost like a classic. And then No Need for Alarm, that one might get some consideration too, so it's not that wild of a pick when I think about it. And then he was a part of, like, a lot of people would say Third Eye Vision by Hieroglyphics is a classic. So he's a part of some classics for sure. The first Gorillaz album, that might be considered a classic. He's on a couple of tracks on there. But yeah, so Outkast, how many classics do they have? You could argue that their first, would that be Southern Playlist, Cadillac Music, AT Aliens, Aquemini, Stankonia, Speaker Box Love Below. There's actually an argument that those are all classics. There's an argument for that. I don't know if they're all classics, but they're all good albums for sure. And there's definitely some classics in there, you know. So Andre 3000 for me, he was always on my top MCs of all time. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. But yeah, so Nas winning against a much tougher opponent in Jay-Z, I would say that I still have Nas as the GOAT, you know, although I'm coming for that spot. Look out. By the way, I would have done way better against Kendrick. I mean, I'm gonna say I would have beat Kendrick, but I would have done so much better than Champagne Wussy did. I had to censor it. Champagne Wussy. Yeah, so I would have done a lot better. I mean, I actually wrote a diss just for fun like a while back because I was getting annoyed with the Kendrick glazing. I'm fair. People glaze him too. I get it. Right now he deserves to be glazed right now. He deserves to be glazed right now. Oh man, he deserves it. Like he deserves credit. He took on corporate hip hop and won. That's tough to do. He out corporated corporate hip hop. Like that's tough to do. I give him credit. You know, do I think when people say like no rapper in the world could beat Kendrick in a battle right now, I'm like, bro, have you heard battle rap? Because it's definitely a lot of those dudes that could give him a run for his money. Like that's what they do all day. Like just because y'all aren't familiar with that, it's like don't get it twisted. Like there's some crazy battlers out there. You know what is the braids? Yeah, they got it twisted. What is it? The braids. But anyway, yeah. But I would say Nas being Jay Z is more impressive because Jay Z has a lot more credibility. Like people are already looking at Opry sideways. You know, you already got a lot of haters on that side. Like I wouldn't say Jay Z has ever been as hated as Aubrey. And people don't hate Aubrey because he's successful. They hate him because he's not a good person. And like he just steals a lot of the credit and money for himself, and people don't like that. You know, it's not because he's successful. Oh, they hate him because he's winning. It's like no, it's not that. It's because he's not a good person. Like we don't like how he treats the art form and the industry and just milks it for all it's worth. It doesn't give back and, you know, ruins the artistic fabric and the credibility of it. That's why we don't like him. Has nothing to do with him being successful. I guess that plays, I guess I say it has nothing to do with it. The the only reason it has to do with it, I don't care if you're doing well in your pop, if you just rap from time to time or whatever. The only problem that I ever started to have when you started claiming you're the GOAT of hip hop, when you started claiming you were like the best rapper in the world, best of all time, that's when I got a problem with it because you don't write your rhymes. You can never be that. And the rhymes you wrote are not the best or the rhymes that they wrote, you know, whoever wrote them, they're not the best. So that's when I had a problem with it. It's like you should have stuck to your little pop lane and kept in that. That's when we had a problem with it, is when you come out here and you're trying to act like you're the best in the game and you're not built like that. You ain't built like that. You didn't put the work in. You don't have the bars for that. You're not talented enough. Like, it's too much. And I'm tired of you and your fans trying to pretend that's enough. It's not enough. You didn't do enough. You're not good enough. I'm sorry. It's not my fault, but I'm sorry. Oh man. So yeah. I love hip hop and that's why I always fight so hard against these lames, you know. We have to preserve the art form. We have to preserve it. Like it's gotten so bastardized over the years and we got to protect it. I don't know. Wow, you could tell I was passionate because I'm really filling this time up. I don't mean to. Maybe I'll give y'all a better episode that I've been giving you lately, though. So that's good. That's good to get that in. What else I want to say about this? My thing with Kendrick is he tries to get too artistic. Like, just have fun, bro. Make stuff that's fun to listen to. You don't always have to have like it's so structured around a concept and try to just be so out of the box to the point where it's not fun to listen to. Like, you don't have to do that, you know, you can just make good music. And I'm sure you could do it, just trying too hard to do weird things, you know, trying to make it like different, but sometimes to its own detriment. So that's the problem I have. So that's what I would say, you know. And yeah, I would like to hear a Kendrick and Future album. People were so split on Threads when I said more people support it than not, but there's people who just think that's a terrible idea. But here's the thing: think about it. Their collabs have ended up being some of the best songs of the year every time, some of the biggest hits of the year every time they collab. So this year, obviously, like that is a big song, and actually their album Future Metro Boomin is the highest selling hip hop album of the year now. It passed For All the Dogs. So that's pretty wild, you know. Um, and I would say that the what's it called, Mask Off remix, that was a good one, right? That was like in rotation a lot. I saw a lot of that. Yeah, Kendrick's on the remix to Mask Off. So you got that, and then King's Dead from the Black Panther soundtrack. Those are like the most prominent ones I know. I know there's probably others. There's one that I feel like I'm missing, but that one, Miss Me with That Boss. You ain't a gang banger, you a tourist. I fight my on the top of the weekend. La di da di da. You know that song? Yeah. So yeah, they got like 3 big hits together, and these people are like, I don't want to hear that. Future doesn't enunciate. He raps about this and that. I'm like, I don't know. They have chemistry. The songs work. Like that is one of the best songs of this year. You know, if it weren't for the other songs that Kendrick released, but it's been it was a number 1 hit for a while. Like, what was it, 4 weeks in a row? That's pretty good. Out of a year, you only got 52 weeks. This song is number 1 for 4 weeks. That's good. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to hear it. I think he brings an interesting energy out of Kendrick where it makes it sound different than other stuff he's done. I think it's a good thing. So, that's what I would say. Um, I guess I'm gonna do this. KZRO Sports. So Alexander Usyk, he won a split decision in 12 over Tyson Fury to become the first unified heavyweight champion in 25 years. Like, that's crazy. That was crazy. A fight that lived up to the hype. You know, a lot of people thought it was super close, and Usyk getting the knockdown sealed it. You know, I've heard other people say they won pretty easily. I honestly haven't seen the full fight. I want to watch it. I didn't get a chance. I was too busy at that time because it's on in like the middle of the day. You know, it's in Saudi Arabia, so didn't get to see the full thing. But I did see that round, and like Fury's lucky that they, for one, that they didn't stop it then, but also that they basically gave him time to recover. That the referee stepped in when he did, because I think one more punch he would have been out. He probably would have been out cold. Honestly, that's what it looked like. Like, his head was in the middle of the ropes, just looking all types of rocked. You know, just mollywopped around the ring. Like, it was not good for Fury there, but he won, and I'm happy for Usyk. I'm actually a fan of both guys, but I was actually rooting for Usyk. I haven't really liked the way that Fury has carried the sport in some instances. Like, I actually was pretty annoyed with him for almost losing to Francis Ngannou because it seemed like he didn't take the fight seriously. Like, he showed up super out of shape, and you know, just like it felt like he thought he was just gonna be able to walk in there and dominate. And I'm like, bro, this guy's one of the hardest punchers in the world. Like, I don't care if he's an MMA fighter, you have to be on your game. He's one of the best boxers in MMA. Like, you can't take this lightly. Like, this is heavyweight. One punch can change anything. And sure enough, he got dropped. And a lot of people think he lost that fight. So I don't know. I don't think he lost. I think that, you know, like, it's a 10-round fight. And if he wins 6 rounds, you know, he wins that fight. So it's not inconceivable for him to have won. When I watched it, I felt like it was basically even in the Ngannou knockdown. He maybe should have won the fight, but I didn't think that it was like a robbery because it was close enough where I could see it that way. It's like you flip one round and one guy wins and the other guy loses, you know? So even if it was 5-5, then Ngannou wins. But you know, I couldn't tell. I don't think I scored it live. Normally I will. That fight I didn't think was gonna go the distance, which it almost didn't, right? There was a knockdown, so yeah, the Nuggets they caught a big fat L, and them and their fans are annoying. So I was happy about it. Who's your daddy, Nuggets? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? I told you you were. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? I told y'all they were a fluke team last year. I said that they'd never win again with Joker, and I was annoyed. I was hoping that wouldn't come back to bite me, but you know what? So far, I'm right. I'm right.
No.
Yeah, and the Dodgers are rolling. You know, Walker Bueller getting back to his best, and the Nuggets got taken down. The Nugs got smoked, and that's it for KZRO Sports. So, Jasmine, how was your week?
My name is Sage.
How was your week, Sage?
Good, I guess. Y'all, is there like a bump on my... I didn't ask for this to be here, nor did I let it. So there's like a really big bump on my face.
Didn't you have like a scratch there?
Yeah,
What did you do with it? Oh, you took it off.
it came off.
Oh, does that hurt?
No, not really.
Oh, that's good. Well, I had other questions for you. Let's see. Are you like feeling better now that this state test? Like you're feeling better about it?
Yes, I am.
Which one did you think you did best on?
Probably the math one.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like you were more worried about that one.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why. I'm just usually pretty good at the math ones because I just like math more because like the question's already just set for you and then you just have to answer it.
That makes
Like
sense.
with writing mostly, not as much reading, but you have to like basically come up with stuff.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard for me.
it can be for sure, but it also means like you could have fun with it, you know. Whereas like with math, it's like, well, you get this answer. If you don't get this answer, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's like with writing, like you could have multiple answers that could be right. So there's that.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do this summer? What's like your ideal summer?
I want to go to. Excuse me. I want to go to Oceanside and get taiyaki there.
You do?
Yes.
What else you want to do?
I don't know. I would definitely go to a pool.
Yeah,
Yes.
like outside the pool outside.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What about what's it called? What about don't you want to go to Texas?
Yes.
You want to see your friends, your friendlies?
I hate my friends. Okay, don't watch this.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna send it to them. I'm
No,
just kidding.
no. Well, they don't have YouTube.
No, that would be weird. I
All
was
of my
just
friends are
kidding.
YouTubers. I forgot. No, y'all, please don't. Picture. Ew, this is bad. Excuse me.
Brother. What's this, brother?
What's that, brother?
What's that, brother? Brother,
No, don't do it.
when that new grab drop. Oh, I haven't seen the video that much. Relax.
When that new Drake drop.
Relax. It doesn't always have to be perfect.
When that new Drake drop.
Brother, what's that,
Oh, wait.
brother?
No, you can't call him a brother.
Sister, pedo, what's that pedo?
No.
BBL Drizzy.
I'm 17.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
You suck.
I thought you were singing with me. You suck.
You do this. You didn't do it as high as me. My mom, what'd you do today? Actually, can't.
Beat you.
This is my drawing.
That's how a man does it.
No, I swear if somebody picks it, why would you pick that? That looks like cheats.
Looks like trash.
It's really cheap.
Looks like trash.
Like, since when are dominoes circles? They literally drew a circle.
Losers.
Oh.
Maybe they meant Domino's Pizza.
Oh. Oh no, it said floating dominoes.
So do you want to go to school in California next year?
Yes.
Yoy. You sure?
Yes.
Yoy. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying it here. What's better, you think? Boy dinner or girl dinner?
Girl dinner, obviously.
Why is girl dinner better? What do you think? What's the best girl dinner that you've ever seen?
I don't know, actually. Probably, the pizza.
Pizza. Girl dinner. Boy dinner. Boy dinner. I made it up. I couldn't have done it wrong. So, what's it called? What's like the biggest Karen moment you've ever witnessed?
Grandpa at Blaze Pizza.
Is that really the biggest one? Is that if that's the biggest? It might be the biggest.
He said that he's never coming back to Blaze Pizza because it's too
loud. Like, just turn off your hearing aid, then, old man.
Stop.
He told them that too, right? He's like, "We're never coming back here. It's too loud."
Yeah.
It sounds like such a boomer thing to say.
On a Saturday.
I'm never coming back. It's too loud. What did you guys end up having instead?
Oh, we still had Blaze Pizza.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did he like it?
Yeah, he said it was pretty tasty.
That's funny. I thought you guys just left.
Oh no.
You actually still ate it?
Yeah, I think he was just doing it for me. He probably would have left if I wasn't there.
Oh, that's actually sweet.
I know. He did ask for.
That's actually sweet that he stayed.
Not ask, but yeah, he probably would have just left.
That's funny.
I did ask him if I wanted to.
That's funny.
Mm-mm.
So who is the biggest Karen that you know? Who would you say is the biggest Karen?
Mommy.
Really? Mommy over Grandpa? Which one's the bigger? Who would win the Karen off? He's more of a Karen? Oh. Grand Karen. That's funny. So what's it called? Who are your besties? And you want to shout them out?
Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you, Marla. Thank you, Alani. Thank you, Katara. Thank you, Aria.
Brr,
Excuse me.
brr.
Thank you, Riley. Slide eating people. I guess. I'm sorry, guys.
Riley, your stepsister?
Oh yeah.
Or a different Riley?
It's a different Riley.
Mm.
But ooh.
Okay, you got friendlies on deck. Is there anything you wanted to say before we get up out of here?
Racism. Bullying. No, I mean,
All right,
stop
no,
it.
not again. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, I wanted to shout out my friends. We went to that Nerds
You
and
don't
Hip
have
Hop
any
event.
friends.
Yeah, I
I'm
do.
kidding.
I'm gonna steal all your friends now. I'm just kidding.
Hyper girl.
That's weird. No, just kidding.
How
But
dare you? Bros Drake.
no,
What?
PDF Drizzly.
PDF Drizzly. Like that low key slaps.
BBL Drizzy, BBL Drizzy. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, well, yeah. Well, we love you.
What?
To everyone out there, you want to say bye?
Bye, y'all.
Bye, we
Wait,
love
no.
you.
I meant like I like you. No, that sounds even worse. No, I meant thank
You
you for
cherish
watching.
them. Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Baby Eldridge.